Hi, guys. Welcome back to another episode of the Soaring Stories Podcast. And today, it's my birthday and the 2 year anniversary of this podcast. So, I'm doing something a little different. Allow me to yap a little bit since birthday ko naman. So, pagbigyan niyo na ako. Yeah, I just want to talk about something that has been taking up most of my life lately, and um, I'm sure most of you know, since I'm somewhat expressive on social media, that I officially started a new hobby, and I will get to that further on as the episode goes by. But first, I would like to thank each and every one of you who continuously support this podcast. As many of you know, I started this as a way to express myself and also be an avenue to those who want a platform to express themselves. That's why I always have a guest every episode, and there's only a few episodes na ako lang yung nagsasalita. For example, this one and the introduction episode I did 2 years ago when I started this. I think that's the first episode. Yeah. So, again, thank you to all those who continuously support me, to listen to every episode that I upload, to the people who promote that I have a podcast, and to my guests who are always willing to hop in on a conversation with me. It's ironic that I started the podcast because honestly, I consider myself as an introvert, but I do enjoy listening to people. That's why I started this thing. It's nice to be someone who's trustworthy enough to be able to have someone share their stories, their um, life journeys with me. That's why it also inspired me to start Soaring Stories, hence the name Soaring Stories, because I wanted this to be a platform for everyone to share their stories, for everyone who feel comfortable enough to share their stories with me and with you guys, to the listeners. That's why we have the Soaring Stories podcast as a platform for you to share them with me and to other people as well. So it always warms my heart whenever I engage in meaningful conversations with different kinds of people, with my friends, with people I just met, with influential people, any type of person who is willing to just kwentuhan lang, and if they're willing to be recorded, to have an episode with me, it's always a joy to have this as a hobby, to do this, to help people, to be an inspiration somehow. So I'm glad that in its 2 year run and ongoing, I'm glad Soaring Stories is here, and we're continuing this. I'm always glad to pursue hosting, to pursue public speaking, and to just enjoy listening and sharing my own thoughts as well. So thank you guys again for all the support, and I'm celebrating my birthday as well. I'm 22 years old, and the podcast is 2 years old. So I'm so excited for more episodes, for more people to talk to, for more learnings to come, and just experience life as I continue to do what I love to do. So yeah, I'm just gonna talk about this other hobby that I started besides podcasting. So thank you guys again for the support, and it really means a lot to me as I celebrate today. All right, so here's the title: running for my life. I started running last year, November. It was just a random thing. Parang naisipan ko lang, what if mag-jogging ako? What if I go out, put some shoes on, and just go out for a run or walk, and just explore my village, my subdivision, and then the other villages nearby. Parang just a random thing na, kasi parang ngayon nauso yung mga running, right? Especially sa TikTok. Running content and influencers just posting about them running, and then the different types of running shoes, yung mga specs ng running shoes, and I just, I don't know, na-influence ako. So, I decided to try it out. And some of my friends know that I'm the slowest walker. Double meaning kasi yun. So, a little fun fact about me. I walk slowly because mabagal talaga ako maglakad. And second is that I want to make sure na everyone is complete and in front of me. So, parang it's a muscle memory na if nasa unahan ako, I would tend to look back to make sure everyone's complete, everyone's catching up. So, I want to be at the back to make sure everyone is ahead of me para kompleto kami. So, parang guard thing, like to make sure na we're all okay and walang nahuhuli. So, ako na lang yung nahuhuli. So, it's a double meaning na naturally mabagal talaga ako maglakad, and at the same time, I also want to make sure na all of us are complete while walking, no one's left behind. So, ayun, it's somewhat an inside joke to some of my friends and I na si Agatha yung pinakamabagal maglakad. Pero, ayun, there's a few meanings behind that. But now, ayun, I got influenced into running and I actually enjoy it. Yeah, I used to go to the gym. I used to play badminton. I used to go bowling. I used to play billiards, and those air quotes sports I've considered hobbies for quite some time, especially badminton. It's a common sport to me, and I've made a lot of friends from badminton. I was a former member of a club here in the village, so badminton was my longest sport slash hobby for a while, and well, due to life's happenings, mga busyness of everything, hindi na ako naging active sa badminton, and along with the friends that I used to play with, we don't really play anymore. So now, since I started running, ito na talaga yung sabi ko sa sarili ko, ito na yung i-consider kong hobby na talagang papanindigan ko. And it's been November, December, January, February, March. This is the 5th month. It's been 5 months of my running journey, and I really do enjoy it. Surprisingly, I do enjoy cardio now, and I'm pursuing it. Napapanindigan ko siya, and to the point na I get to talk about it now on the podcast, to the point na it excites me. It really drives me. It gives me that driving force to wake up, or like even though it's late in the afternoon, I would have that motivation to go out for a run, and it's really nice. I really really enjoy it. There's something therapeutic about running, and I'm so excited to share my feelings about it, my experience on running. And just a disclaimer, guys, I'm not a professional runner. I'm not a pro, and I'm not fast. I'm not a fast runner. I just want to share my journey and hopefully encourage some of you to run as well, or to try it out and see for yourself. But yeah, this is me and my running journey for the birthday episode of the podcast. So, on a random morning at 4 a.m. of November 2024, I decided to put on some rubber shoes and go out for a run. And surprisingly, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it to the point where I started researching about running forms, about the different types of runs, how to breathe while running, and running shoes or running gear, and it really piqued my interest. I enjoyed it to the point where I decided to join my friends when they asked me to run with them. I enjoyed it to a point where I researched on running routes, on pace, on events. I enjoyed it to the point where I finally downloaded the now popular app called Strava, which is a social media for athletes, fitness people, um, healthy living enthusiasts, and stuff like that. I enjoyed running to the point where I decided to join my very first fun run and invest on good running shoes and just make it a hobby that I would pursue for a very long time. But let me tell you, may mga days na tinatamad ako mag-jogging. And that's normal. May mga days na hindi ako namomotivate or tinatamad ako kasi ito na naman yung tatakbuhan ko, wala na akong ma-explore or yung weather, gusto kong matulog, ganun. And may mga days na kino-compare ko yung sarili ko or I rush myself na kailan kaya ako magiging ganun kabilis tumakbo or when can I run for a longer period on that pace without injuring myself or without losing breath or being out of breath, ganon. So there are days where I feel unmotivated. There are days where I don't want to do it or I regret it or something. But then I remember why I run. I remember the feeling of the first time I did it and why I want to continue. So it's really fun. It's I mean, I'm still a work in progress on it na there are days pa rin na I want to compare myself or I want to quit. But I feel motivated to continue because of the feeling of it. Now there's really something therapeutic about it na you're literally running for your life because it feels peaceful. There's something peaceful about it na whether you're running while listening to music or running while listening to the natural things that's happening around you, there's really something peaceful about it, calming. Because at this point, I mostly run alone. When I run with my friends, it's fun. It's competitive. It's fun. It's encouraging. But when I run alone, it's therapeutic because it's my me time. One moment to run before or after I start my day. That's why I started running, and that's why I keep telling myself that I want to continue. I want to reach a point na kaya ko na mag 10 kilometers or half marathon in the near future. So it's really fun, and I joined the Milo Run nung start ng March with my cousin. We signed up for a Milo Run. We did 5 kilometers and it was really fun, waking up early just to join an event full of runners as well to finish 5 kilometers on a great running route. And it's really fulfilling just to be able to finish that no matter what pace you did, just to be able to do that. The dedication of waking up so early or not having sleep at all because of the excitement or the adrenaline rush of participating in an event like that. It's just really fun. And I guess at some point in our educational life, may nasalihan akong fun run or like I got to do a fun run pero hindi ko siya maalala. So I would consider this as my first ever fun run kasi ito yung talagang pinag-prepare ko. Like I really prepared for this, I signed up for this, and I really looked forward to this, and it was such a fun experience. And I really love the sunrise, just watching the view of the sun just rising, since these fun runs happened usually in the morning. So we get to see the sunrise and just enjoy the weather, the view, and just the feeling of running for your own goal, for your own purpose and just enjoy the fact that you have a privilege to run, because it is a privilege to run, and I'm so grateful to be able to do that. And it's a really great feeling. And yeah, recently we went to China and Macau, and that's also my first time being out of the country. Kaya sabi ko talaga kay mami na isa sa bucket lists ko ay maka-jogging, maka-run sa ibang bansa. And I finally got to do it. It was so nice. There was an itinerary in the tour, na an optional itinerary where the people can choose if they want to go for a cruise and a cable car, and they have to pay extra. So my mom and I didn't go on that cruise kasi una mahal, and we're not really interested in those kinds of things kasi we can experience that naman here, or like at a different place. And the third reason is that it's not part of our own itinerary. So we're only following the original itinerary. We're not taking the optional package. So we took that as a chance, as an opportunity to go out for a run. My mom walked around and explored, and I went out for a run. So it was so fun. I finally got to run at a different country and explore. And it's really true what they say, na it's great to explore a new place when you go out for a run or go for a walk, because you really get to explore a new place. Especially when you don't have music on, you really get to indulge in the new area, in the new environment, and just let yourself sink in and just explore. You know, it was really fun. And it was so cold. It was so cold. But I really enjoyed it. And I didn't pressure myself. Now I have to finish 5 kilometers at this pace or something. I just finished a couple of miles at a very easy pace. And it was really fun. So that bucket list of running even while on your vacation was really, really satisfying. It's really fun. And you don't have to be pressured about the the standards of the running community. We all have our own pace. We all have our own journey. We just have to run because we want to, and it makes us feel good. So I hope at least some of you would consider trying it out, and to the and some of you would, if you guys are runners and you live nearby, and or if you have some running route recommendations, you can let me know. We can be running buddies. Again, I'm a slow runner, but I enjoy the easy runs. So I would love to explore a new place around here in the Philippines, in Manila, na malapit lang and masayang tumakbo. So I hope you would let me know. And yeah, I would love to go out for a run on a different place as well. But I do enjoy running around my village kasi it's another privilege to live in a place that is a good spot to run without commuting or driving pa to go just to run. So it's also a privilege to live in a place where when you go out the door, you can easily go out for a run. Okay, I'm just gonna share a little bit about the running gear that I use, from shoes, clothes, accessories, and nutrition. Again, I'm not a pro. I'm not a pro runner. I'm not a fast runner. I do this as a hobby. I run for fun. So I'm just sharing a little bit of this with you guys, as to hopefully encourage you, and because I enjoy it. So, yeah, let's start with shoes. I currently have 3 pairs of shoes. I use two for daily trainers and long runs, and one for long runs also and fun runs. So I have like three or four brand recommendations, which are the 361 Degrees, Anta, Adidas, and Asics. So I'm pretty sure those brands are well known, especially Adidas and Asics. For 361 Degrees and Anta, both are Chinese brands. I actually got to visit a 361 Degrees shop in China, and it's really nice, it's really affordable. They offer running shoes on every category, like daily trainers, speed workouts, and long runs. And hindi, parehas lang pala yung speed workout tsaka long runs. Sorry, yung isa is race day shoes. So, if you're looking for an affordable brand, you can go for 361 Degrees. To NBA fans, ang endorser nun si Nikola Jokic, Aaron Gordon, yung mga star players ng Denver Nuggets. So, it's a known brand already in China, including as well as Anta. So, Anta is already a rising brand here in the Philippines. We have a lot of stores na rin. Klay Thompson and Kyrie Irving are the NBA endorsers of that brand. And I'm currently using the Anta PG7s, which is one of the most popular running shoes. And I think it's Anta's most popular shoe. And yun yung shoes na ginamit ko sa China trip when I ran sa park, sa pier na park, and sa isang park with the cable cars. Sorry, I forgot the name ng places that I ran in, but yeah, if you would check my Strava, I'm gonna link my Strava on this episode if you guys want to follow me. And if you guys want to ask me to run with you, you know, if you can be, Strava friends, yeah, I'm gonna put my Strava link on the description box later. So, ayun, Anta, Asics, Adidas, and 361 Degrees. I would recommend those four brands. Adidas, I'm an Adidas girl. I have a sentimental value with Adidas, and I have the dream shoes are the Adidas Adizero Adios Pro 4. Those are for race day. And one day, if I would sign up for my marathon, for my very first marathon, I would buy those pair of shoes. So I'm currently saving up for a new pair, probably for a fun run. So I'm saving up for a race day shoe that I would use when I sign up for a 10-kilometer fun run. So those four brands are my choices, and I would recommend that. Right. So next are the gear. My smartwatch, I use the Redmi Watch 9, Redmi Smart Band 9 Active. Yun. Very affordable watch. You can connect your Strava with that. May settings lang doon, pero you can use Strava with that. And it's a basic sports watch with around 25 activities that you can use. It tracks your heartbeat, your steps, kilometers, music, sleep, stuff like that. So the very basic things to look for in a smartwatch, you can use that. If you're not looking for a very expensive watch, and if you're not super into the fancy watch brands like Garmin or Coros, if you're just starting out, you can try the Redmi watch that Xiaomi offers. And for the headphones, I'm currently using the headphones from Ugreen. So I forgot the name. Basta from Ugreen. It looks like a clip. So it clips your ear. It clips on your ear. Kaya hindi siya madaling matanggal. So it's available naman on TikTok Shop, Shopee, Lazada, like that. So I recommend it. It's a good earbuds for running. It never fell off on me while I run. and it's very affordable as well. But there are also other brands, especially ones designed for running and workouts and sports. So you guys can um, invest on earphones too, but it's recommended to not listen to music every time you go out for a run. Sometimes I don't listen to music because I want to enjoy the natural noises happening around me as I explore on my running route, and just enjoy the natural scenery, natural noises like the wind blowing, the birds chirping, people talking, stuff like that. So yeah, it's recommended to not listen to music every time you go out for a run. But whenever I do listen to music, I have my own workout playlist. So I listen to songs that are very upbeat, pop songs, the ones with a lot of drums, the ones with a lot of people rapping, or instead of fast-paced songs. And then I also have a playlist filled with superhero um, soundtracks, the music that we hear during superhero movies or superhero TV shows or action films. So I collected the soundtrack of the the action films that I watch, or the superhero TV shows that I watch, and then I listen to those to hype me up. It actually helps to hype you up because you feel like you're part of the movie, you're part of the action. So it's also fun to listen to action sounds while running. And then sometimes in the mornings I listen to podcasts also, just to help with the daily motivation as I start my day. So listening to podcasts also help. But again, it's not recommended to listen to music every time you go out for a run, because sometimes it can be a distraction. Because you would, I mean, in my case, sometimes I would have moments where I stop in the middle of my run just to adjust the volume or adjust the song, change the song, choose a new one. So it depends. It depends on the time, or it depends on your schedule for running, whether you want to listen to music or not. But yeah, you guys can invest in good running headphones. It's also a nice investment as you get into your journey. And then we also use running belts or running bags. Some people like to use running vests. I use a running bag because my phone's too big. It doesn't fit in the normal thin running belt. So I use a running bag. And again, these are also affordable. You can buy them on TikTok Shop, Shopee, Lazada, the usual online shops. And then I wear a cap sometimes, the dry fit cap, just to keep my hair out of the way. Whenever the wind blows against my face, the cap keeps my hair intact. Or sometimes a headband. Yeah. And sometimes I don't wear anything on my head because I like the feeling of the wind just blowing on me while I run. So again, it depends on the schedule or in the mood if I want to wear something on my head or not. And for the top, I usually wear dry fit shirts because you have to feel free and cool while running. Um, if you wear a cotton shirt, it feels sticky and it feels hot. So it's recommended to wear the typical sportswear, such as dry fit shirts, dry fit long sleeves, dry fit jackets, and leggings for the bottoms if it's too cold. I wear leggings or shorts, half tights, or sometimes I wear cotton shorts because that's the stuff that I have, or yung mga usual shorts that I used to wear when I played badminton before. So yeah, and then what else? Yeah, nutrition. I drink an isotonic drink. An isotonic drink is a pre-workout drink. It's something that you drink before your workout to give you a boost of energy and the right amount of carbs and vitamins and minerals. So my mom and I go to this place called Heyday. They sell nutrition stuff, so that's where we buy our vitamins and um, other healthy products. So that's where I bought my isotonic drink. They have a membership fee. Membership discount. They also have promos. So if you guys can visit that store, it's in Glorieta. If you guys are nearby and are interested in buying healthy stuff, you guys can visit there. So I also realized and learned that carbs are your friend. So as a runner, you have to get a lot of carb intake because you burn it also. Kaya okay lang kumain ng carbs, pero in moderation pa rin. So I eat the right amount of rice or the right amount of noodles or bread just to fuel me up kasi nga I run. So you can easily burn that also because you're filled up with carbs. You get your nutrients and then you burn them while running. You burn the excess fat and the, the excess carbs as you run. And then you still get the right amount of nutrients that you need. So I refuel with a banana, of course, potassium, and then carbs. I eat rice and vegetables also. So yeah, the usual protein and the usual um, fruits and vegetables. All right, so that was a couple of minutes of me yapping about my running journey for this new hobby that I started, and me talking about why I do it, and in honor of my birthday and this podcast's anniversary. Again, thank you guys for the support. Thank you for the wonderful greetings, the heartwarming greetings. It makes me so happy to just um, see all of your support and love for me and for what I do. And I'm so excited to do more of this, to do more of what I love, this podcast and running and more things that God has in store for me. And again, I'm not a pro in running. I'm not an expert or anything. I don't plan to be a marathoner. I don't plan to be a professional athlete or something. This is just another thing that I do for me as something therapeutic, as something that I consider my me time, because there's really something fun and therapeutic about it. I keep saying that word, sorry, but yeah, there's really something about running, and I'm just really glad that I started doing it, and I don't regret it. So, again, thank you to the people who influenced me to do it, and I'm excited. I really hope that I get to sign up for another fun run this year or in the near future, and I hope that I would get to explore a new place, another new place to run, to get to join more friends in running and to just explore by myself also. And yeah, another thing that I learned about this is that don't be scared to try. Don't be scared to just go out there and step out of your comfort zone and try something new, because there's a sense of fulfillment when you just put one foot in front of the other and get out that door and just try for yourself. Like that urge to try everything, or that urge to try something new and to commit to it. Yeah, you know, sometimes I can't describe the feeling, but that's why I say that it's therapeutic all the time, because it really is. So I really encourage you guys to just whatever it is. It may not be running, but if you're eager to try that one thing that in your mind that you want to try, that you've been wanting to try, I hope this can be a sign to inspire you to just try it out. Don't mind what other people say or think. Just try it out for yourself and see if it's good for you. If it's not, then there's always something for you. There's always something for us that would help for the better, would help us improve for the better, would help us feel at peace with ourselves. And running does that for me. And hopefully, I can be a better person every day as I run and as I explore new things about myself, about other people, as I get to talk to more people and to learn new things as I go through life. And that's just what it is, right? Running, it's never about the pace, it's never about the destination, it's always about the journey. So it's a very, what do you call this? It's a very interesting description, a very interesting representation of life because we all go through the journey, right? We all go through a path before we reach our goal, and it's never an easy path, but it's always worth it. There will be pain, there will be rough roads, rough edges, but at the end of the day, it's our determination and our motivation that counts. The fact that we get to do it, the fact that we get to be motivated and inspired to do something that we were once afraid to do. And that's what matters because we can finish that journey and look back on how we did it. The preparation, the motivation, the days where we feel like we don't want to do it anymore, but then we stood back up because that's life. We go through it. And I'm really glad that running as a hobby, as something for fun, makes us learn something as well. So, again, that was a short explanation, a short storytelling of my ongoing running journey. And again, thank you all so much for listening. Thank you all for the continuous support. You guys know who you are, and I appreciate every single one of you. Again, I'm really excited to just go through this year for what God has in store for me this year. I'm graduating this year, and I'm really excited. And I'm scared. Yes, I'm scared, but I'm excited. I'm looking forward to everything. And I'm glad to have you guys with me as I continue what I do. And again, hopefully, inspire people along the way. So, yeah, that's it. That's it for the birthday episode. Thank you guys for listening. And I'm looking forward to the next one. It's gonna be an exciting episode for next month. So I hope you guys stay tuned for that. And yeah, thank you guys. See you.